A beautiful summer evening on the Norfolk Broads, and a small flotilla of motor yachts gathers by the Burney Arms on the banks of the River Yare. It's another outing for the Norfolk Yacht Agency's Cruising Club. The NYA isn't just about selling boats, it's also about helping their customers to get the most out of them. Through the club, they organise regular cruising and social events. For first-timers, it's an ideal way to learn. For the more experienced, it's an opportunity to extend their horizon still further. And for all, it's a great excuse to party and make new friends.
The aim of the cruising company are to take people to sea, to deal with people's apprehension and to give them a taste of what it's all about. It's not a teaching establishment we're running here. People can do as much or as little as they want to do. We supply the waypoints, we'll offer the advice. We have our RYA instructor here. He gives help with chart plotters and chart work, and people can do as much or as little as they want to. If they want to just try it and play follow my leader, that's great, and that's what we're here to let them do.
Despite a late night, the crews are up early the next day and raring to go. Today's trip is primarily for novices, and first there's an important safety briefing from cruise leader James Fraser and his team.
The shipping forecast issued by the Met Office at 0600 UTC today for the area Gibraltar Point to North Foreland and 12 miles offshore is wind variable 3 or less, increasing 4 at times, weather fair, visibility moderate or good. In fact, I can't remember a cruise where we started off with such a good outlook, Mick, so no doubt that will change.
We've had many years boating on the Norfolk Broads, and we thought this was the time and opportunity to step up and be a little bit more adventurous.
A little bit apprehensive, but at the end of the day that's why we bought the boat. You know, we've done a year of Broads now and we're ready to be a little bit more adventurous, so big test this weekend to see how we get on.
For our first time we're going out to sea. We're going down to Lowestoft today. Really looking forward to it. It's for me it's something that I've wanted to do for years.
I'm looking forward to it because I love the sea, I love boats, but I'm the apprehensive one because I get seasick, so I've got my remedy with me today, so hopefully that will be okay.
Well, the weather's pretty nice today, so hopefully that will be good. It's just the unexpected, I suppose, and the unknown. But yeah, I'm excited as well as nervous.
The plan for today is a gentle cruise across Breydon Water, through the bridges and out to sea at Great Yarmouth, then on to Lowestoft.
My father had been at sea all his life, was a very experienced mariner, and he taught me what I know about being at sea, or he certainly started me off before I did my RYA courses. But I remember the first time I went through Haven Bridge into Yarmouth Harbour on my own, without my dad there as backup, even though I had done it countless times with him, and I remember how that felt. It's quite intimidating. So to have security, to have someone with you just to hold your hand for the first few times, massively important.
One thing I forgot to mention in the briefing was to make sure your boats are all well stowed. That's anything that could fall over is down low, and everything's secured on deck and down below. And make sure all your hatches and windows are closed. We're about to kick off now with the roll call, so when we call.
Well, our concept is total security for the customer, making them know they're secure. So we have a lead boat up front, a sweeper boat behind that's at the rear of the group, plus a 6.5 metre safety rib that's amongst the group. We also carry with us engineers, so if someone has technical difficulties underway, we can put our engineer on the boat and hopefully sort them out.
We spend a lot of time making sure that things don't go wrong. If there are any issues, we try and deal with them in port rather than out at sea. You still get, from time to time, you get simple things, but they can escalate and can go wrong, and that's why we have the support there to back that up and make sure that everybody is still safe and we can get them back or get them fixed and get them on their way again.
The rib is there really to support the MYA engineers. It varies people from boat to boat, whereas normally at sea it would be quite difficult to get somebody off of one of the cruisers onto another boat. So I think it gives a sense of well-being and the safety that there's people there to help them should they need it.
The thing about going with MYA on their cruises is there's lots of other experienced people, so it's a great way to learn. We hadn't got any experience when we started boating 2 years ago, so we've really learnt everything through going on cruises with other people, and it's a good way of meeting people as well.
Yeah, because they're fully supported with engineers and the RYA instructor. So you learn more about your boat mechanically and picking up your chart work and stuff like that. So you do pick up a heck of a lot in a short period of time on a cruise. It's really good.
With the port of Great Yarmouth behind them, it's time for the yachts to turn south and a chance to open the throttles. The serious business of sailing over for today, it's time to party at the Royal Norfolk and Suffolk Yacht Club.
It was absolutely fantastic. I would say that is one of the best things I've ever done. Really good.
Wonderful. No problems at all. Really enjoyed it. We were all over the moon with it. Yeah, looking forward to the next leg.
Size of Felixstowe South, where Felixstowe next step.
It was a very good learning curve actually as well.
Yeah.
Very good.
This is the way to do it, to actually go out to sea, is to go out with a cruising club. The experience that we've had with them, everything is organised and it's organised spot on. It's the way to do it. It's the way we'd go again, probably before we went out on our own.
You've got the support and the help there, you see, all the professionalism there.
really enjoyed it actually. No seasickness, got to go fairly quick, and the weather was gorgeous, so definitely enjoyed it. I'm a convert. A little bit rolling at times, but it added to the adventure of it all, so yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Really enjoyed sort of taking that boat out actually in the slightly choppy seas, and that's a new experience, and really nice having all the other boats around as well, and sort of support and back up, and having someone to talk to the harbours to get you in as well.
A little bit bumpy, a little bit bumpy. I think I'm used to sort of slightly larger boats that are a little bit smoother in the water. The water here can be quite choppy, I think.
This morning, I must admit, I was slightly apprehensive, but it was absolutely lovely. I think we're lucky with the weather this time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. New experience, really nice. Met some lovely people. Everyone's friendly, really nice.
It's an adventure for most of the people who live in Yarmouth and Galston, which is where I'm from. You take the harbour for granted and the beach. You walk along the beach, you may have a dip, but to actually leave the harbour and look back on it all, it's fascinating for everybody. All our friends and family enjoy that. But it's in a different aspect. The shared thing is the best thing about it. You take your house with you, and people are welcome on board, in and out, and the rest, and that's the bit we enjoy as much as anything now. An hour at sea, then tie up, start partying. That's our boating career.
Is there enough in the market for both? I think boating is a very social occupation. I can't think of anything that's quite so social in a family inclusive way, and certainly the support crews and myself always have a good time on these cruises, and I know our customers do too, and I know lots of them have met on these cruises and become very firm friends.
Gentleman from Lowestoft, a fisherman.
It was the fulfilment of the first part of a bigger ambition, I guess. So it's a major hurdle out of the way. We spent a number of years sort of looking forward to it, thinking about it, planning for it, getting a little bit apprehensive about it. Will all the equipment work? Are we going to be able to handle all of this in the boat that we're in? There's some multi-million-pound stuff out there, and we're in our 1978 Ocean 37, and she was just brilliant. The boat handled better than I expected, and it was fine. I didn't feel at all worried or uncomfortable through that cruise this morning. It was just a buzz. It was just absolutely fantastic. But I see this is the start of a journey now. This is really the start of things, and it's going to be great fun now, I think, moving on to the next stage.
We could really be cruising every weekend of the season if we had the time, and a lot of people ask why we don't charge for it. I see it as a service to our customers. Obviously we want our customers to shop with us, but you've got to give something back. And this is a way of just taking them to sea, and they grow in confidence. And some of the people who've been cruising with us since the start are now going off on their own far afield, and that's good to see. We are a great seafaring nation, aren't we? So let's go boating.